Today was just one of those days for the Toronto Maple Leafs where they get so many top quality chances, just can't find a way to bury it. Tristan Jarry in his last 4 games against the Toronto Maple Leafs has won all 4, and his save percentage has got to be like north, 950. It's phenomenal. He's been great against the Toronto Maple Leafs. With the loss, though, the winning streak comes to an end at 5 games again. They won 5 not too long ago, then they lost 1, then they win 5 more in a row, then they lose another one. Something about the Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't know. But this game was a lot better than that 7-1 whopping in Pittsburgh. Well, I believe the Leafs had, I think I counted 4 posts in the game today, and they only had 26 shots on net, but it felt like 3/4 of those were high-grade, top-quality opportunities. With the loss, the Leafs now drop to 12-6-1. Before we get to the goals by Pittsburgh, shots on goal, special teams, Jack Campbell, all that stuff, I want to mention something that's kind of a hot topic around Leafland, and that's Nick Ritchie. The fact that this guy has not finished all year long. I believe he only has 2 assists this season, maybe 3. And hasn't really shown much of anything offensively. Yeah, he's had chances. That's great. But you got to bury them, and he hasn't. And he's playing alongside Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews on the top unit. Well, I got a suggestion. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. We have somebody in the AHL with the Toronto Marlies that impressed everybody in preseason. And he probably scored one of the most highlight reel goals I've seen the Toronto Marlies score in a very long time. I believe just yesterday or maybe earlier today. Josh Ho-Sang. Obviously, we know he's a former first-round pick from the New York Islanders, and the potential was there, just the mentality wasn't there, and he came into training camp with the PTO, signs the deal with the Toronto Marlies. He's done great down there. And Nick Ritchie just hasn't done anything good. So I'm thinking to myself, why not give this guy a shot? And by the way, the team you play tomorrow is his former team, the New York Islanders. Just seems fitting for me. He scores a highlight reel goal. The talking points are Nick Ritchie, and they're playing his former team tomorrow. Now, I say give Josh Ho-Sang a chance. The Leafs' goal scoring this year has not really been top quality. You haven't seen the 6-goal games, 5-goal games. There have been a lot of low-scoring affairs, and I don't know what Josh Ho-Sang could bring to this team, but he definitely has the skill set and the talent to do so, and the skating ability, where Nick Ritchie doesn't really have that. He's probably better for a bottom 6 role, and that's fine. But don't force him at the top of the lineup when he just shouldn't be there. That's my take. I want to get your guys' thoughts in the comments below. So, first period, and really the only scoring in this game, Jake Guentzel scores 5:46 into the first period, and the Leafs are down 1-0. Not where you want to be, giving up the first goal to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Then late in the first period, I believe it was a loopy pass or a chip pass, whatever the heck you want to call it, and Justin Hall can't get to it. And it's a beautiful centering pass from Zucker, I believe, but Jake Muzzin doesn't track Jeff Carter, and Carter goes right to the net and redirects it into the open cage. A sloppy play by Justin Hall and Jake Muzzin. And the Leafs are down 2-0 after 1 period of play. Shots were 9-7 in favor of Pittsburgh in the period. But again, either the Leafs at times hemmed Pittsburgh in their zone. We're demolishing them. Yet somehow it was a 9-7 game. Or a 2-0 game. And the shots were 9-7 in favor of Pittsburgh. It just didn't feel right. We go to the second period. Shots were 10-8 in favor of the Leafs. But again, I thought the Leafs dominated play. They looked great. It was only 10-8. And it just didn't feel right. And we go to the third period. Again, either the high-grade opportunities the Leafs were having. They had a few power plays. They had a 5-on-3 late in the game, which unfortunately really didn't get anything going, which in my opinion was the ball breaker to this game. You score on that 5-on-3 in the early goings, and you still have the power play plus an empty net. It changes the entire complexity of this game. You don't score, and you lose 2-0. Yeah, you got outshot 14-9, and I really thought the Leafs did a better job. Now, obviously, as I mentioned up the top, they did hit like 4 posts in the game, so if you do the math, then they would have only lost in shots 31-30 because that doesn't count as a shot on net. But without that, Shots on goal were 31-26. And I can't be mad at this Leaf team. And I mean, there's going to be people that are going to be like, oh, God, here go the Leafs again, blah, blah. I didn't think they played bad. They had won 5 consecutive games going into today. Yes, they lost a game. It's unfortunate. But you got to bounce back. And what way to bounce back but hitting the road on a back-to-back and win a gutsy road game against the New York Islanders in their new arena, because they played today. I believe it was against the Calgary Flames. And they played in their new arena. They're buzzing. They're going to hate on John Tavares. So if the Leafs go into their barn, which usually they go in there and they're hating on JT and things don't usually go well. But things might be different. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow. As I said, great teams find ways to bounce back after a tough loss. And that's exactly what you had today. And it is what it is. Power plays. Leafs were 0 for 4 in the special teams. They were 0 for 1, so it really wasn't a factor on both sides. But as I mentioned, the Leafs had that 5-on-3 late in the game that really gave the opportunity, and they just could not capitalize past Tristan Jarry and the defensive mindset of the Pittsburgh Penguins. They may not be scoring goals at will this year, but man, they are playing good defense, and Tristan Jarry playing some great hockey. Now, yes, the Leafs lost, but Jack Campbell was still phenomenal. I didn't bring out the soup can because the boys didn't get the dub. But Jack Campbell was still phenomenal. 2 goals on 31 shots, and he made some crucial saves to keep this team in the game, especially in that third period. Especially that giant toe save. Oh, that was a beautiful stop from Jack Campbell. Look, can't be mad at him. Really can't be mad at the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right? Now, let's move on because we don't want to talk about a 2-0 loss anymore. I mean, who wants to talk about that? Not me. Let's move on. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, the Leafs head to New York to take on the Islanders. It's a 7:30 puck drop there. Look, second night of back-to-back, you find a way to get back into the win column and, hey, start a new win streak. That's what they did before, and it was great. You won 10 of 11. Now, you got to bounce back. Don't lose 2, 3, 4 in a row because that's when problems start to sit in. So, bounce back tomorrow. Find a way to score goals. That's all there is to it. Now, does Josh Hosang get in the lineup? Probably not. But it's an idea I threw out there. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, all right? So you know what, guys? A little bit of a shorter video, but we lost 2-0. I mean, what's there really to say? All right, so that is going to do it for this one, you guys. If you enjoyed the video and didn't really enjoy the game because the Leafs didn't score a goal and they lost, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys are not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter link is down below, so follow up there. If you guys have not done so already, guys, and Instagram is also down there, so follow up there as well. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night. Thank God, not a 10 o'clock start, 8:30 tip-off, but it's the Raptors against the Golden State Warriors. Not going to be an easy one. That team is absolutely buzzing this year. Steph Curry, definitely an MVP candidate this season, at least the way he's playing so far. It's going to be tough. But we've seen this from this Raptor team. They seem to find a way to play up to their opponent. So what are we going to see tomorrow night for the Toronto Raptors? And apparently, OG's not as hurt as we initially thought. So that's great news there. And Yuta Watanabe might be ready to go. So some good things pointing for the Toronto Raptors. How are they going to do tomorrow? We'll have to wait and see. And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they play tomorrow night as well. 7:30 puck drop in New York, taking on the Islanders. All right, as the Leafs get back into the win column and look to do so against John Tavares' former team in New York. You know he's going to get booed. You know you're going to get the "we don't need you" chance, even though they're bottom in their division. I'll just leave it at that, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.